everybody, it's Jody, and I am here with Chef Joe in his kitchen. And as I came in the door today, I smelled this wonderful smell. He was making chicken. It was amazing.
Thanks. See, that's how everyone should be greeted, with wonderful smells.
I would just like my audience to know who you are.
Absolutely.
And that you're you're in our communities doing things.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm Chef Joe Gatto. I have a national show called From Scratch, which plays on PlutoTV. I have a national book. I'm on NPR. I'm on WBUR Boston. I have a show on there, Cooking from Scratch. And my book is called Seriously From Scratch, which you can get anywhere, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. And my whole thing is I make everything from scratch. So I know that sounds kind of vague, but what I do is I really take everything to the nth degree. So I'm hand forging my own knives, making my own charcoal. I'm pulling water out of the Atlantic, making salt, breaking down whole animals, you name it, and that's what I do. And I absolutely love it. I've been a private chef for a long time. I was a private chef for Celtics players, Red Sox players, things like that. And now mostly I do classes. I love teaching and producing TV. So that's kind of what I do, radio, TV, and lots of classes, which we just started locally, because mostly they were in Boston and they were all private for the past about 8 years. I'm partners with a lot of the resident hotels in Boston.
Yeah.
And we do private classes. But now I have a space that's amazing in Stoneham, the Food Revolution, which is right on Marble Street. It's incredible. And we're starting to teach culinary courses there. So the first one was pasta, huge hit, was awesome. Second one coming up is sushi. Mm-hmm. We're going to do crepes. We're going to do a master's pizza class. We're going to do a burger class. We make homemade pickles and learn to make homemade salt and vinegar chips.
So fun.
They're all hands-on, and it's all about bringing the community together. Svenfish is one of our vendors that's going to be working with us. They're out of Acton to provide the fish, this high quality fish. And like Food Revolution, a fantastic small local business in Stoneham supporting other small businesses. Yeah. So that was kind of the idea, is a community-based cooking classes where Woburn, Melrose, Lexington, all of those communities can come and learn something fun. You can bring booze in if you want to have a drink while we do it. Yeah. And just have a really fun night out.
I love that you're bringing your work that you've done in Boston into the north of Boston communities. Yeah. And it's going to be a ton of fun, and everything you're doing, we're going to make sure to highlight on the North of Boston Lifestyle Guide.
Yeah, and like I said, you can follow me on Instagram as well at Chef Joe Gatto. I'm sure that will come up. Yeah. And you can see there'll be posts about classes. You'll be posting. Yeah. And we're going to start kids classes and things like that as well, where the kids can come out and learn to make pasta from scratch and things they can do at home with the parents. You know, so I have 3 kids at home, and we're cooking constantly together, and we just have a blast because, the kitchen's they call it the heart of the house for a reason. Yeah. And we find a lot of peace in here. I grew up in the kitchen with my mom on the counter, chopping, sifting, just doing everything. A little 13-inch black and white TV in the corner, playing Jacques Pepin and Julia, just like, it was, I just grew up with food, and it's just so intertwined in my life that I love to share it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were talking earlier about this also allows you to combine your other passions of video producing and film producing and being more with family, and that's just an important part of life.
Yeah, my background was filmmaker before as a chef, so it's really come into play for the TV shows and all of that. But the other great part is, food's so unique in that it can leap over anything. It can leap over politics. It can leap over religion. It can leap over language. Yeah. Because when you're sharing a meal with someone, you're sharing a piece of you, and you're sharing your heritage. So it has such a deep resonation with people that when you're making it in class together, you feel connected. And that's how I feel with my kids when we're cooking together all the time and making fun things and even just making dinner. That connection is really important, and that's what the crux is. I mean, I love great food. Absolutely adore it. I mean, I'd have to for what I do. But the real driving factor was definitely the passion about people.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for bringing your talent, your passion to communities north of Boston.
Thank you. And thank you for having me on your show.
Absolutely.